Hello guys! Welcome to MathLink, your new favorite study shack. Today is a very special day and I'm very much excited because this is the first ever episode of our show. For this episode, we will tackle about the other half of the two traditional divisions of calculus, which is differentiation. Let me show you a quick and basic introduction of this topic.
In day-to-day life, we are often interested in the extent to which a change in one quantity affects a change in another related quantity. This is called a rate of change. For example, if you own a motor car, you might be interested in how much a change in the amount of fuel used affects how far you have traveled. This rate of change is called fuel consumption. If your car has high fuel consumption, then a large change in the amount of fuel in your tank is accompanied by a small change in the distance you have traveled. How does this relate to differentiation? Differentiation is a procedure for finding the derivative of a function with respect to x. This derivative finds the rate of change of one quantity with respect to another quantity, just like fuel consumption. We use 8 rules that tell us how to find the derivative of almost any function that we are likely to encounter, such as the power rule, constant rule, and quotient rule. Let me give you an example. We have f prime of x equals 6x to the third power minus x over 12 minus 20x. To solve this, we need to use the quotient rule. Why quotient rule? You want to use the quotient rule when you have one function divided by another function and you're taking the derivative of that. Hence, this equation. How do you solve this equation using this rule? The formula of the quotient rule is g of x times f prime of x minus f of x times g prime of x over g of x squared. Simply, it says that the derivative of a quotient is the denominator times the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, all divided by the square of the denominator. Step 1. We need to find the values of f of x, g of x, f prime of x, and g prime of x. The value of f of x is the given numerator, which is 6x cubed minus x. The value of g of x is the given denominator, which is 12 minus 20x. For f prime of x and g prime of x, this is the time where we need to find the derivative. To find the derivative of f prime of x, take the value of f of x. Using the power rule, bring down the value of the exponent, which is 3, and plug it next to 6, so it becomes 6 times 3x squared. Why is the exponent 2 instead of 3? Because according to the power rule, you should subtract 1 from the exponent. 6 times 3 is 18, so the final value for f prime of x is 18x squared minus 1. Next, we should find the value of g prime of x by taking the value of g of x, which is 12 minus 20x. For the constant 12, we will be using the constant multiple rule, which says that the derivative of any constant is always 0. So since 12 is a constant, the derivative is 0. On the other hand, we will use power rule for negative 20x, since the exponent of x is 1 and we are taking away 1 according to the power rule, only negative 20 is left. So since our values are now complete, we can plug it into the equation. So 12 minus 20x times 18x squared minus 1 minus 6x cubed minus x times negative 20 over 12 minus 20x squared. Simplify the equation, and our final answer is 3 times 20x cubed minus 18x squared plus 1 over 4 times 5x minus 3 squared.
So that's it guys. I hope you learned something because I sure did. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you on our next episode. This has been MathLink, your new favorite study shack. Bye!